Everyone's afraid of a blue screen of death. That is an unpleasant sight indeed that none of us want to see, which means it is another great tool for these cyber criminals. A few days ago, I encountered a file called tssl.exe, and the moment you run it, you're greeted with this blue screen of death kind of error message. And then you have a call number, which is toll-free, and it says the stop code is critical process died, and the error code looks like complete gibberish. If you look at the progress indicator at first, it does seem like your PC is collecting info, and then it just stops at 46%. So a lot of users at this point are going to panic because there's supposedly something going on and it's going to stay stuck at 46%, and they're afraid to turn off their computer because they don't know what's going to happen if they shut it down in between the process. Of course, an experienced user will know that this is a scam message and they're simply going to restart their computer, in which case you'll be just fine. But for the other, probably majority of computer users, they might end up calling this number and getting scammed by a Microsoft tech support scammer. The interesting thing about this particular technique is that it is actually quite prevalent. I did some digging up and I found that Malwarebytes actually have an article on this particular threat. From the looks of it, it does look like a very easy to reverse engineer sample, and the coding is really simple. Under here, they were able to locate a form. I'm assuming this was coded in Visual Basic or Studio, in which there is a close function. So they found out that you can simply close this entire blue screen by pressing F6. Let's just try this out and see what happens. F6, there you go, that's the end of it. Run the file again, F6, it's gone. Wow, isn't it funny that such a trivial thing can lead to financial loss and whatnot for some people? So this video is just supposed to be an awareness raiser. I just wanted to send the message to anyone who might fall for this. So make sure you share it with your friends and family who especially aren't that computer savvy. I also uploaded this file to VirusTotal, and it's detected by 34 out of 56 engines. So there are still several products which do not detect it, and that's not a surprise. I wouldn't blame an AV company for not detecting a file like this, because it does have a close option. You can press a button and exit. Shows you a message. It's very difficult for an AV company to properly distinguish between malware and legitimate programs when the lines are blurred, like in this case. These days, it is extremely easy to come up with a program like this. If you haven't checked it out, you can watch my Create Your Own Malware Halloween special video, in which I basically create something like this in a very short amount of time, and I'm not even a developer. Programming is getting easier and easier, which I think is a good thing. It gives more power to people. But at the same time, the sophistication of the average computer user has to increase as well. If everyone can write a program, then everyone should also be able to recognize a fake program. Unfortunately, there's still a gap there, so tech support scammers with pretty much no knowledge of any technicalities can take advantage of that just by using a simple Windows Form application like this. So once again, don't fall for this crap, share it with your friends. This is Leo from TBSC, and as always, stay informed, stay secure.